First at 9:30 now, a humanitarian mission to Ukraine to bring some healing to the region after a terrible and deadly event.
A marketplace bombing killed 17 this week, including children. A local chaplain's heading up that mission. Michelle Fiore is in the studio with more. Michelle.
And Natalie, this will be Greg Young's second trip to Ukraine during wartime. He says he knows he's putting himself in harm's way, but feels called to do what he can.
Somebody's got to do it. I mean, that's the quick and dirty answer.
Greg Young will travel to Ukraine next month to once again help the helpers. This was another exhausting day for first responders after a bomb blew apart a marketplace in a city that's been rather peaceful during the war.
They're tired, but you know, they're fighting for their life.
Young's a chaplain for the Germantown Police Department with close ties to the Ukrainians he's coached. They gave him this shirt and he wore it to our interview.
One of the things I remember from the last trip, though, was air raid sirens going off everywhere, all the time. There's still a lot of people who are trapped in some of those areas, and they need help.
Young took his moral trauma specialty overseas, speaking in Ukraine in 2019 and 2022.
Last time, we spoke at police academies, you know, with 200 students in them and stuff like that.
This mission will also take Young to military bases.
They're going to have 300, and they're coming from Zaporizhia, all of the Eastern Front, and they're very discouraged because they want to serve their people, you know, and they're willing to be in harm's way. And some are even getting captured and losing their life.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken visited the country this week, pledging $1 billion in new military and humanitarian aid.
And the fact that we're coming over there from the United States in a war, in harm's way, that means just so much to them, just our presence.
Young says chaplains in Ukraine take food and spiritual care to people in the Eastern Front.
And faith is very important, especially in a time of war. Their churches are full right now. Their churches are full, even though there may be a threat of bombing.
Well, the mission that Young is traveling with leaves out of Chicago on October the 18th. Back to you.
And we wish him safe travels, Michelle.